Good evening, everyone. We're still in the month of love. How are you? I'm Reverend Robin Nashok, the Spiritual Minister, and welcome to our Spin into Stillness, our Wednesday evening time together that we just create for ourselves to go into ourselves, to find out more about ourselves, to be able to apply ourselves in the world beyond our meditation, strengthened by what we discover in meditation and as a community of meditators. Thank you for being here tonight. I hope that you are still finding ways to check in with the love that is all around you, the love that is within, and the love that you express and are able to see in everything else outside of you. And if not, well, let's take another night, make another night together that we are able to do this and continue to put it into practice. Now, we are guided in our meditation. We are inspired in our meditation, first of all, by stating an intention for this evening. So we can state that however we would like. Just a few words to create a little prompt for ourselves that allows us to go a little deeper, to have a focus when we go into meditation, and to have answers that we are awaiting based on that intention. So we can write it as a question. We can write it as a statement of needing guidance in some way. We can just write a word that prompts us to remember what we are focusing on throughout the week. And since it is the month of love, I really encourage us all to consider making that intention one about love, one that allows us to go more deeply inside ourselves, to discover and to also to actually love ourselves actively and consciously more, or to be able to create a vision of love outside of ourselves, something related to love in the love month as an intention. And when we write it down, we make that statement. We assert ourselves for the universe, both without and within, and we allow ourselves to then receive the answer and the inspiration from that intention. Then we draw a card from the the Star Codes Astro deck right here, and the card gives us some images and some thoughts to consider while viewing those images that we can use and apply to the intention that we've set, and also as inspiration to go even more deeply and to hear even more of the answers that we seek. So let's set that intention now. Now, I encourage everyone to write it down in some way, either on a little slip of paper like this, or you can pretend like you're writing it on the palm of your hand, or you can be writing it in a meditation journal where you are able to log each of the intentions that you've made throughout the time that you've meditated, and then track how those intentions have come to be manifest in your life. Whatever way works best for you is the way that works best for you. This is your evening. But if you do write it down, just know that I, too, am going to write down on this little slip of paper the words everyone's intentions, and then gather the energy from that meditation into this one little slip of paper. And then, as we would if we were all in person, I would take this little slip of paper and I would send it off into the flames. If we were together, I would invite you to each bring up your individual paper and send it off into the flames. But through the miracle of modern technology, we can still gather digitally, and I can use this little slip to serve as a proxy for all of the intentions, and then we burn them and send them out into the universe to be returned to us at just the exact right time. So let's have a moment to ourselves to reflect and to just articulate an intention and write it down in some way, or to affirm it in some way that we can take with us into the stillness. Shall we do that now? So I've written mine. It's a little lengthy today. I'm asking quite a bit of myself, of my deep self, and here is everyone's intentions. Everyone's intentions right there. These are all yours. So when you meditate tonight, just imagine those intentions kind of being gathered by energy into this little slip of paper, and then we will burn it off when it is time. All right, so I think it's time to draw that card. What do you think? I'm going to pull them out. And I'm going to shuffle them, and then we're going to draw the top card. I'm going to draw the top card, and if you would just work with me to accept this top card as the draw for the entire meditation for everyone in the meditation tonight, knowing that this one card is the answer, is the prompt, is the creative inspiration for all of our questions and intentions. And hopefully tonight they're about love in our lives. But if we draw the top card, that's the reading for tonight, and we take that card reading into our meditation. Once we look at it a little more closely and we listen to some of the words that accompany this card choice. So this card draw, I should say. So I'm going to do a little shuffle here. And again, as we go into meditation tonight, just be aware that there's going to be ambient noises throughout. You're in your home, I'm in my home, or wherever you're watching this from. And they sometimes can be startling. I know that if you've been here, my dogs often bark, or the doorbell rings and the dogs bark, but we want to be able to collect ourselves quickly. So it may startle us or jolt us for a moment, but if we can just kind of regroup quickly, our real aspiration is to be able to be still, to listen for those answers, to receive that guidance wherever we are, even if we're in the midst of something that appears a little more chaotic than the quiet of a meditation space in our homes. So while it's wonderful, and I feel like it's important that we all create a space to have quiet, to be able to think clearly, to meditate easily, just know that if there are ambient noises throughout, I live in the city, there could be sirens. You may hear sirens or a dog bark or a child cry, but we want to be able to gather ourselves and center ourselves just for the few moments that we're together. So that's the goal. If you're startled by anything that you hear, just take a deep breath and use it to return and maybe even go a little more deeply. So consider that a prompt to go a little more deeply. And I'm ready to draw that card now, and that card is for the evening. All right. This card is interesting. Kind of looks like a Disney castle. Mid-heaven, pinnacle. Pinnacle. So we're reaching something very, very powerful and strong in that pinnacle, aren't we? I'm going to put the card down so that you may take a closer look at it with me. And there it is. There we go. Mid-heaven. It does look like a Disney castle, does it not? Interesting. So let's read a little more about it and just look at the card. How does it make you feel? What does it evoke in you that is in response to the intention that you set? How is it related to the intention that you set? And does it receive, or does it signal any way that you might be able to respond to that intention or work with that intention, while I read a little more about it? Mid-heaven pinnacle. The mid-heaven contains clues about how your family trained you to be visible in the world, your relationship to other people's authority, and how you step into your own personal authority. It describes the future mountaintop, the pinnacle of your work to the world. The midheaven is the highest point of the chart where the sun would be at midday. This most public, visible point of the chart acts like the flagpole on top of your personal castle. Our action tonight: inventory your personal reputation and ask what you can do to strengthen it. Update your website. Look at your definition of success and make sure that it is your own, actually makes you happy, and is not one you have inherited from your family or mentors. Think about the training you've received from these authorities and notice where it still serves you and where you need to release their preconceptions and step into something bigger. You may need to go back to hidden dreams or reawaken an ambition that may not make sense to anybody else. If you choose not to seek your sense of accomplishment as reflected in the outside world, your midheaven can speak of a quieter sense of personal authority. This is your life. Define the mountaintop for yourself. Take a next step in that direction. Our challenge is traditions, other people's expectations, or your family history may be complementary to your idea of your own potential, or they may be hurdles to overcome as you find your true path. Our gift of this card, underneath all worldly sense of ambition, is that a soul's longing to live out its potential. Listen to the call. So, if we did make our intention about love tonight, what must we do to be able to see that mountaintop, the pinnacle of our work? Is our achievement, is our striving for something that we have seen for ourselves or have wished for ourselves, or are we still operating with looking at that pinnacle through other people's eyes, through the narrative that others have told us about ourselves? Just some things to think about as we go deeper into this meditation and seek the ability to see and experience our own potential as defined by us. So get comfortable in your space, get relaxed, yet, if you can, remain as alert as you can. So you may not want to put yourself totally reclined because that might lead you to fall asleep. If it does, go with it. If it doesn't, if you are able to kind of prop yourself up so that you are both relaxed as well as alert, that is the ideal. So let's do that now. Get yourself comfortable, and then we'll take some breaths together. This is how we go deep. This is how we relax. And let's just begin to relax ourselves as we're sitting here. So let's inhale. Really fill your body up, and then exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. And one more deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Now you can let your eyes flutter closed, or you can remain focused on the card that is still on your screen. Or you can do both. You can kind of open your eyes halfway throughout the meditation and check in with the card, with your vision of the card. And so let us just be conscious of our breathing as we inhale through our nose. Inhale, then hold, and exhale slowly. And for the next few moments, as you listen to the tones, and as you draw your breath in and exhale, I want you to imagine and feel your body relax. a little bit at a time, becoming more and more loose and soft. Just allow the tones to relax you more. More and more relaxed as each part of our bodies becomes soft. Our pain or our discomfort just dissipates, disappears, dissolves away as we become more and more relaxed. Just imagine that relaxed body feeling so comfortable. And imagine your mind now. You don't have to clear it of thoughts, but let's just be aware of what we are thinking. And let's relax our mind. With each breath, allow the mind to drift. Allow any emotional or mental stress to relax away, just like our physical body. Our mind is relaxed. Our thoughts are relaxed. And now that we're relaxed, I want you to envision with your eyes closed a mist or a fog or clouds rolling in your direct line of internal vision. White and fluffy, you can feel their coolness, but they do fill the front of your vision swirling about, dense and fog-like. There might be a gentle, warm breeze accompanying them. But they still remain thick and swirly, like big pieces of shift-shaping cotton. And now let us imagine those clouds very slowly begin to roll away from your line of vision. They just begin to slowly roll away and dissipate. And what remains in your line of internal vision as the clouds clear is a view of a beautiful castle rising in the clouds ahead of you. Gleaming in the beautiful sunlit sky. Majestic and strong and inviting. Just like you were approaching it if you were walking through a Disney park. It stands there, strong, but it calls to you in a way that you know this beautiful, gleaming castle is your castle, is the home of your dreams, ambitions, aspirations. It is the manifestation of the very best you have always dreamed of for your life. This castle beckons in its gleaminess. You can feel your excitement to approach this castle, to discover the magic of what's inside. And you long to be inside this castle, this beautiful gleaming castle in the sky, just for you. And suddenly you find yourself before its giant doors. Just appears in front of you. And with excitement and anticipation, these doors slowly open to this castle in your mind, in the clouds. And as they open and you expectantly walk through this door, you are are greeted with your dreams, all of your dreams. Made manifest within the walls of this spiritual palace of beauty, this fortress of protection of our dreams. And the dreams manifest with inside these walls. Are able to be felt as you move your way through. They are here. This is your pinnacle. You are here. You have arrived to your own castle to claim your grandest dreams, the ones you may have been either working on your whole life. Here they are, having reached their pinnacle, or ones perhaps that you have let go of. But the dreams that are here are yours and yours alone. You've opened your heart and yourself up to really remembering them through the cloudy fog. Clarity is what is here in this castle. Clarity of what our desires have always been. Uniquely ours and beautiful. And you go and find in the center of where you've entered a beautiful courtyard. And in that courtyard is your very own throne. And as you approach the throne, you hear your deep self mention that to sit on the throne is to claim your dream, your heart's desire, regardless of how crazy it may sound to the outside world, regardless of how crazy it might have always sounded to you. This heart's desire awaits you to be claimed as you sit on this beautiful throne right here, this glorious, fragrant courtyard of dreams. And you approach that throne closer and closer. And as you do, the clarity of that dream, that heart's desire, is almost tangible. You move closer to the throne, you take a step onto the dais that it sits. You turn around and you sit down on this beautiful throne. And as you settle into that seat, you feel your entire body surge with the activation of this wondrous, unique, and special dream or desire. As you have sat in this seat, so has the universe engaged in its efforts to make this dream manifest in your heart, in your soul, in your mind. You can feel it in this chair. It jolts you. It provides a surge of creative energy, and you're able to see with your mind all the ways that you can make this dream become yours. To manifest this dream from your heart and soul into reality of the physical world. And you allow yourself to feel that dream, to see it, to touch it, to smell it. What does it feel like as you sit here in this trance-like state? Rushes over your mind's eye and your internal presence and body. And you rest with it, and you claim it, and you make little deal with yourself to look for all of the opportunities, all of the ways when you return to your physical space, to your physical body, you can make this aspiration real for yourself on the earth plane. In this vision, you know, and you know you're going to be following the signs to lead you there. It's not a guarantee, but it's a vision of the path to make it happen for you. And all you needed to do for this clarity is to sit in this beautiful courtyard on your throne of dreams, where only you are the ruler. And you know that you must return to your physical body in order for all of this to begin. And you stand up from that throne. And as you do, clouds roll in. And they begin to cover everything that you're seeing in the courtyard until you can only see the clouds around you. Nothing else, just the clouds. And now the clouds begin to drift your body back to its place on the ground in your sacred place. It drifts down and down. The clouds are still surrounding you. And as they begin to clear, you begin to feel that breath that has held you tethered to your physical self, kept you safe, inhaling and exhaling. It's there, it's always been there. As your presence settles back into your physical body and reanimates it without pain, without discomfort. And you begin to feel your toes and legs and your hips and your shoulders and arms all the way out to your fingertips. You can feel them all return to life, refreshed, You can feel your mind clear and whole and loving of yourself and all of the beautiful things you told yourself and shared with yourself this evening. You renew your commitment the same way that you renewed it when you were in the deep space, in the stillness. You will and will be and are following all of the signs that unfold before you to achieve and to experience that beautiful vision for yourself. And knowing this, let us return to our bodies completely. Let's inhale quickly and exhale quickly. Inhale again and exhale quickly. And one more deep breath. Inhale, and as you exhale quickly, you open your eyes and return completely to our physical body. Are we here? Are we wiggling? Are we around? We saw the pinnacle. We felt it. We experienced it. We also had a vision of how we can get there. We know that it's there. It's ours for the claiming. As we sat on that throne, we knew this. So my invitation to you throughout this week is to look for all of the signs. Look for the way that this journey unfolded for you in meditation tonight. You're going to see it. You're going to see it expressed in any number of ways that will suddenly make more sense when you see them in your real life. And you're going to follow that path. You're going to pick up the sign. You're going to move toward the sign. Take that road, pick up the phone, answer that text, whatever it is, you're going to know when it is that next step along the way. And I'm happy. And I will be delighted that if you would share those with me, I would be ever so grateful to the comments of this particular meditation, either on YouTube or on the Facebook Live. Join, like, subscribe, do all the things. Keep this lively with community, not just participation, but with engagement as well. Share your stories. Tell us who you are. Share with us how your journey is unfolding with these meditations as part of it. It's exciting. It's exciting for me to hear from you. So on the short term, let me say I'm acknowledging my friend Kathleen on the Zoom tonight. Let's see who might be elsewhere. And again, if I miss you or if you're, hi Joyce, there she is. Thank you for joining tonight. Good to see you. So good to see you as always. And if I do miss you on the Facebook or the YouTubes, please know that you can still say hello. You can subscribe and like and write a comment, and I will be most grateful for that, as will our fellow meditators. Let's see if there is anybody else on YouTube. Joyce, so glad you're here, Joyce. And all right. Well, if you join at any other time, please leave a note, a comment. I will be so happy if you do. Join at any other time, please leave a... That was me on delay. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're going to take these intentions tonight, send them out into the flames, knowing that as we send them out, so are they returned. First one, this is mine, which I'm going to send out. More love, more joy, more awareness of how we can achieve what we achieve. And again, here we go. This is everyone's intentions. Everyone's intentions right here. Sending it out into the flames. Thank you for sending me your energy. Here they go. Away, away, away. That's it. Still the month of love. Just one more week in February, and then we are on our way into March. It's swift moving. Let's make sure that we remain conscious. Let's try to check in with ourselves as much as we can throughout the day. What am I thinking? Is it a loving thought toward me or others? Can I shift that thought to be one of love for me or others? Have a beautiful night. Love me tender, love you tender, love me sweet, love you sweet.